Okay, now that we have some projects set up, let's start editing some code. We're going to start out with editing the Blinky project. Let's navigate into the Blinky project and open blinky_main.c. LPC Expresso has a number of productivity-boosting interactive coding features. For example, if I hold the mouse pointer over a variable, a tooltip will appear that displays the variable declaration. It shows me the variable type as well as the initial value. This variable is in timer32.c, and this project has not been compiled yet. Nevertheless, LPC Expresso has already built a database of all of the variables and functions. This information updates in real time each time files are modified, so it remains useful even if you are in the middle of a big rewrite and you haven't been able to completely compile your code for several days. The next thing I would like to demonstrate is LPC Expresso's autocomplete feature. Let's say that we want to add a brief delay before the LED starts blinking. We will do this with a call to a delay function in timer32.c. I think the function name starts with the word delay, but I am not sure what comes next. I will navigate into blinky_main.c and type the word delay and then type Control Space to autocomplete. Notice that LPC Expresso completes the function name and then puts up a tooltip that shows the function prototype, so I know what parameters are required. In this case, I have to specify a delay length in milliseconds. If multiple functions match the prefix, this could happen if there was a delay 16 in this project as well. Then the LPC Expresso IDE pops up a menu of choices to select from. Autocomplete works with functions, macros, and both global and local variables. I'm curious. How does the function delay32ms actually work? If I click on the function name and type Ctrl-G or select Declarations Workspace from the right mouse context menu, then a list of all of the places where functions by this name are declared will show up. At the bottom of the screen in the search window, you will notice that it lists line 38 of timer32.c. This is the function prototype for delay32 and also where the code is for the function. This also works for variables as well. There is another option, References Workspace. This will show where a function is used in the entire workspace. Wait a minute. I think I would feel more comfortable renaming this function to the Dutch word for delay, vertraging. To do this, I am going to use the LPC Expresso refactor feature. First, I will make sure that the item I would like to rename is selected. Then I will choose Rename from the refactor menu. In the refactor dialog, I will put in the new name and then select the scope. I only want to change the Blinky project, not other projects in the workspace. I will change the name everywhere, even in comments and in macros. I will click Preview to see what changes will be made. A warning is provided that a word in a comment is going to be changed. The issue with this is that the comment might specifically refer to something and the compiler cannot tell, the IDE cannot tell whether it is actually a function or some other use of the word. But we're going to safely assume that all occurrences of delay 32 ms in comments can be changed. The next step will be the LPC Expresso IDE will show all of the changes that will be made in a side-by-side view using a diff utility. If these changes are OK, then click the OK button and they will be saved. Now you will notice that delay 32 ms has been changed to the Dutch word for delay throughout the program. This is not a global search and replace. Other functions with similar names or variables, perhaps you might have a local variable with the same name, will not be changed. Only references to this function are changed. In a large project, this could be an important savings of labor. I am having second thoughts about all of my edits to the Blinky example. Right about this time, I am wishing I used version control. Actually, I have been using version control. There is a built-in revision control system in LPC Expresso. To use it, go to the Project Explorer, right-click on the file, and choose Compare with Local History. At this point, you will be given a listing of different revision dates. Double-clicking on any of these will show the changes between the previous version of the file and what is currently loaded in the editor. So we can see in the previous revision, the delay 32 ms was changed to the Dutch word for delay, and if we go back to the initial revision, we can see that the call to the delay function isn't even present in the file. To close the Compare to Local History pane, just click on the X on the tab.